Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're jumping into Oracle's CPQ Cloud Release 25C.
That's right.
And for anyone maybe less familiar, CPQ is configure price. Quote, it's all about getting complex sales quotes right. Our mission, really, is to pull out the key stuff from this update. You know, how it makes that whole CPQ process smarter, clearer, and better connected.
Absolutely. Smarter, more transparent, better integrated. That sums it up nicely.
Okay, so let's unpack this.
Yeah.
What's the headline feature, the thing that really jumps out, especially when you talk about intelligence, AI?
Yeah, the AI advancements are, well, they're pretty significant in 25C. The big one is probably the AI-powered, quote, assistance agent.
Okay, quote assistance agent.
Right.
What does that actually do for a sales user?
So imagine you're in the Redwood UI, that's Oracle's modern interface, right?
Right.
Instead of hunting through product docs or policy manuals, you can just ask it questions, natural language. Like, what's our standard discount for X?
And it just gives you the answer.
Exactly. Real-time answers, pulled from your own product info and data right there in the quote screen. It's like having an expert sitting next to you.
Wow. Okay. That sounds incredibly useful.
Yeah.
Faster quotes, fewer mistakes.
Definitely. Huge time saver, especially for complex stuff. And it helps ensure everyone's quoting consistently.
Makes sense. And you mentioned AI. Is there more on that front?
There is, actually. They've also introduced AI-generated product recommendations.
Ah, so like suggesting related items.
Precisely. You add one product to the quote, and boom, it suggests others that are often sold with it based on past deals. Helps with cross-selling, upselling.
Makes it easier to spot those opportunities.
Yeah, much more intuitive. And for the admins managing all this, there's a new intelligence portal to handle the AI models, data sources, all that back-end stuff.
Got it. So here's where it gets really interesting for me.
Yeah.
Thinking about the day-to-day. For the sales teams, even the buyers.
Yeah.
What about their actual experience? Any big shifts in how they interact with CPQ?
Oh, yeah, definitely a focus there, too. A really neat one is the Redwood, quote, UI preview price waterfall.
Price waterfall. What's that?
So think about when a customer asks, how did you arrive at this final price?
Happens all the time.
Right. This feature gives the sales user a visual breakdown. It shows the starting price, then each discount, promotion, adjustment, step by step down to the final number.
Ah, okay. So total transparency on pricing for the rep.
Exactly. Makes it much easier for them to explain the value and justify the price to the customer. Builds trust.
That sounds incredibly valuable. What else for the user or buyer journey?
Well, there's a smoother way to move between self-service and getting help. They call it seamless transition to assisted sales.
Meaning
Meaning a buyer can start configuring something on their own in a portal, maybe get stuck, and then easily hand off their cart exactly as it is to a sales rep to take over.
nice. No starting over.
Most starting over. And for closing deals, there's a new e-signature withdrawal and re-request feature.
So buyers can pull back a signature request.
Yeah, if they need to make a change, or maybe it expired, they can withdraw the pending one and kick off a new request easily. Less hassle, faster closing.
Okay, good improvements on the front end. So flipping to the back end, what does this all mean for the administrators, the IT folks, how things connect? Any key updates there?
Absolutely critical question. Integration and admin are key. First big thing, pricing lookups are now platform-level objects.
Platform level, meaning they're shared across different parts of CPQ.
Exactly. Shared across commerce, configuration. It centralizes pricing rules. Think fewer errors, easier updates, less admin overhead managing complex discounts across
That
channels.
sounds like a huge deal for consistency and efficiency.
It really is. And speaking of integrations for Oracle Commerce users, there's now native quoting integration with Oracle CPQ.
Less reliance on middleware, like Oracle Integration Cloud.
You got it. More direct mapping of properties,
Yeah.
simpler, faster to set up those integrations.
Good news for implementers.
Definitely. Also, those generative AI quote summaries we talked about, they now play nice with the more CRMs.
Oh, not just Oracle sales anymore.
Nope. Now supports Salesforce, Microsoft Dynamics. So those AI summaries can be used right within the CRM salespeople are already using. Much broader reach.
That makes a lot of sense. And security, always important.
Always. They've enhanced security with Oracle IDCS OAuth support for CPQ configuration. Basically, a more standard, secure way for CPQ to authenticate with other systems.
Okay, more robust connections.
Right. And a heads up for the future. They're tightening security for SFTP connections in Release 26A. Specific ciphers will be required for those outbound integrations. Just something to plan for.
Good to know. So wrapping it up, What's the overall picture of 25C?
I'd say it's about really leveling up CPQ across the board, more intelligence with AI, much better transparency, especially around pricing, and smoother, more seamless integrations. It connects the dots better.
Definitely sounds like a solid step forward. So as we finish this deep dive, it really makes you think, doesn't it? With CPQ getting this smart, this transparent, this connected, how do these kinds of advances really empower businesses? How do they help tackle those complex customer needs, the dynamic market shifts with, more speed and intelligence than ever before? Where does sales automation go next? Something to think about.